Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I did try to record yesterday for y'all because I was like, I have to do this weekly thing because your girl has been missing out on so many opportunities. It's just horrible. So I was like, I wanted to record yesterday, and yeah, I tried to use drugstore products. Nuh-uh. Y'all see I have a pimple right under my eye now. Like, I'm sorry. Just certain products, I think, you know what it is, since I've been detoxing and stuff like that, my skin has like really taken a hit, y'all. Like, but it's for the greater good. I have changed like my cleansing products because I used to be able to just use whatever products and it used to just be fine on my skin. Now it's just like certain products just don't mesh well with my skin. So anyway, I said all that to say I did try to make a drugstore product video yesterday, and yeah, it's a no. So we're going back to the NARS today. I don't know what we're going to be discussing, but I kind of want to talk to you guys and make sure that you're okay. We are going to start out with our brows. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys subscribe. Your girl is getting back into the motion of recording. So yeah, let's go. I'm going to use the NYX pencil in the shade Espresso to do my brows. And just fill them in. Y'all know I can't see, so I have to pull this thing like over close to me in order to be able to see. But I fill them in like so. And I just wanted to know, like, just to start out, how are you guys feeling? How are you guys doing? You know, what are some things that you were able to get done this week? What did you accomplish? I know for me, I'm like, as soon as your girl starts making a little bit more money, the prices of shit goes up. Like, why is that? I'm not understanding. As soon as I start getting a little increase in income, all the prices of food is going up, gas is going up. This is just ridiculous. I feel like it's a system to make sure that you always struggling. I don't know, but I don't like it too much at all. Do you guys have anything planned? I know for me, I'm super excited. I'm going to the Jasmine Sullivan concert in April. So I'm really excited. I press the windows out your car. Yes. So I'm super excited to go. Plus, I ordered like some more stuff off Fashion Nova. I really need to stop dealing with them. This is my second time ever ordering anything off of Fashion Nova, and both experiences have been really horrible. But the first time I ordered was probably back in like 2016 or something, like something around there, and the experience was just so freaking horrible that I was like, I'm not ordering from them again. But here it is, 2022, and I was like, I'm gonna try it again and see. Yeah, probably should have just stuck to my first thought and not ordered again, because it was supposed to be here last week. Think my shit came? No, but I'm praying and hoping that the fit of it is right, so I can probably wear one. I could probably wear one of the outfits that I bought to the Jasmine Sullivan concert, because I bought like silk. I really like silk. I don't know, it's kind of like my thing. But yeah, so I'm super excited about that. Are you guys going to any concerts? I have not really been out in like a public setting where there's a lot of people in a while. I'm going to be cleaning up my brows using the Estee Lauder concealer. It's in the shade 6W Deep, and I'm going to clean my brows up with this, just under and over. Just kind of really shaping them in the way that I want them to be shaped, type of thing. I don't know. So in this video, I did want to kind of talk to you guys, because I've been seeing this comment a lot, and nobody really helped me in the beginning, but just because nobody helped me doesn't mean that I can't help you guys. So I'm gonna try to help you guys as much as I can with the lighting equipment and stuff like that, like as far as like what I actually use. So to begin with, I started out with a Canon T3i, I believe, and when I tell y'all, I had like the worst time ever using that thing, because it did not have like a flip out screen, so I couldn't see myself. I would never know when it was recording, when it wasn't recording. The quality was horrible. It was just bad all around. Okay, so but we made it do what it do. I got maybe like 500 subs off of it, you know. I started using my iPhone a lot, but I knew like the quality of video that I wanted, I definitely wanted to get a digital camera. So now I have oh my goodness, I can't talk. I have the Canon 80D now. But I've seen quality of iPhones lately. I don't ever upgrade my iPhone. I've had the same one forever. Like, I try to pay stuff off because I'm like, I don't need to upgrade. But the quality of iPhones now, I'm seeing you guys can totally use an iPhone to get basically the same quality as a Canon or a Sony, whatever you guys want to use. But definitely camera. If you just have your phone, like if you don't have the funds to go out here, don't be ashamed neither. Like if you ain't got the funds, you ain't got the funds. It's okay. But yeah, use your phone in the meantime. But I was just running out of storage and, you know, trying to it was just a mess. Oh my gosh, it was a mess. So definitely think about investing in a camera if you want to. If you don't, continue to use your phone. Nothing wrong with that. Make sure that if you guys are going to invest in a camera, that it's a camera that you guys feel like you can have for the next couple of years, and not just something that you'll just throw away, you know, immediately. If you're going to do an investment, make sure it's something that you're going to have. So what I personally did before I bought this camera was I looked up YouTube videos. I saw what some of the YouTubers were using, and then from there I did like a whole bunch of photography videos on how to use the camera, which ones provided the best quality, and then which ones were in the price range that I personally could afford. And the Canon 80D came up and I was like, it's expensive, but it's definitely one that I want. And actually y'all know this story. The guy I was talking to actually bought the camera for me. And then once I got the camera, I had like a bunch of lights. I'm telling y'all right now, I know y'all don't like to listen to me because some of y'all is very hard-headed, but I'm telling y'all, lighting is definitely key to anything. So once you get the camera, if you guys even want to go through all of my videos all last year, you can see that the quality didn't really start to change until recently, and that's because I didn't change the camera. The camera is still the same. It's the lighting that has changed. This is Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 11. I'm just going to use this on my lids and just kind of blend it out. I used to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer, but lately I've just been using concealer. I don't know. Just been too lazy to go to the store and actually get a primer. So concealer is going to be what it is today. I have not used this palette. I have it, but I was not really a fan, but let's try it again. This is the Juvia's Place palette, the Bronze Rustic palette. These are the colors on the inside of it. I think somebody commented that Juvia's has a new green palette out. If they do, let me know in the comments. I ain't been to the store in a while. When you are looking into lights, do not feel like the most expensive light is the one that you have to go with, because literally I'm using one of the cheaper options now, and I actually like this quality better than the more expensive one. And I actually bought some G.R.W.M lights, and they are about $200 for two, or maybe like $280, $250 for three of them. But I decided to go ahead and purchase these two G.R.W.M lights for like $200. I probably got them for like $180. But I decided to purchase them because I was like, oh my gosh, it's definitely the lights. The more expensive the lights are, then the better the quality, and it's not necessarily true. So now I have two expensive lights, and I do use them. I actually got the ones that kind of change colors, so I can use them for different lighting situations and it'll be fine. But I was like, I'm gonna use it and it's gonna just switch up. No. It has nothing to do with that. Like right now I'm kind of using, I think these, I have two socks. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. I have two soft boxes off of Amazon, and they are a little bit bulky, but I'm literally just using one, and then I have one of the G.R.W.M lights on behind me that's kind of casting down a little bit of light, and that's it. Literally it. So if you guys just wanted to get the two soft boxes for $60, save your money, okay? Save your money. In order for the quality to turn out the way that you want it to, you have to know where to place your light. And trust me, I have watched so many damn videos about this, so I'm not an expert, but I kind of help y'all out. So many YouTubers, from what I have seen, because I did look up YouTube lighting situations, and I also looked up photography lighting situations just to see which one would work for me. the YouTubers, they have like 3-4 lights in front of them, and you know, it's just like extremely bright and whatever, and that works for them. But I will say that I've really seen that only work on the Caucasian people. I've not really seen that work for brown skinned women or anything like that. And not saying that my lighting setup is the best that's out there. I'm just saying, telling y'all what's working for me. Okay. So, yeah, so I tried to set it up that way, and it was too much light. And then I tried to set it up a different way, and it just did not look right to me. So I had to go back through, and I have what I guess will be considered like a photography light, which you can have like a light off to the side. You can have one in front of you, and then you can have another one off to the side. But again, that's just too much light for me. And then under all them lights, you get hot. It's a lot. It's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. So recently, what I had to do was just kind of look again. And this one guy, I'm going to tell you guys a channel too before I finish, but a channel that you guys can go to that really helped me learn lighting techniques and setup and stuff. It is called Think Media, and they have so many different videos. They also had one on like my camera, how to set up the Canon 80D. They have older versions plus recent versions, and you just have to look, and they do like very detailed videos and kind of show you different lights. And you know, you may look at it and be like, oh, I don't like Ari's light, but I do like the way this one is set up. So definitely feel free to look into that to see what type of lighting situation you want. Another thing to kind of keep in mind is just you have to understand and know what it is that you would like to accentuate in your videos. So whether you need head-on light or whether you need light off to the side, again, it's going to be a personal preference. I prefer to have head-on light because I just feel like I look weird when there's like all these different lights surrounding me. But again, it didn't start off that way. Like, I had to get to this point of feeling like that. So definitely take your time on just kind of figuring things out. Do not go out here and spend a whole bunch of money thinking you're going to be a YouTuber overnight. For me personally, what I did was I waited until I started bringing in income on YouTube before I actually upgraded my equipment. Because yeah, it made no sense for me to go out here and purchase this super duper expensive camera and I don't have the income to kind of offset that a little bit. Just not telling you that's the way that you need to do it. If you got the funds like that, you go out here and do what you got to do to make your purchase, okay? I'm just telling you how I did mine, okay? But that's just me. I'm a little frugal. I like to save my money. I don't like to just be balling. As somebody said, just because you got it don't mean you got to spend it, okay? And that's definitely my motto. I'm going to use some e.l.f. concealer to cut my crease. Now, I am going to get very quiet on this part because I do have to focus. But then after that, I'll keep coming back with the tips and tricks on how to, I guess, go about starting a YouTube channel. Another thing, like I was telling you guys, definitely make sure you look into your equipment. Don't just go and buy something just for the sake of buying it because you feel like, well, this is just what I need. No, you honestly only need your phone and a damn ring light. I have so many lights around here. I have a ring light. I have 2 lights up here. I have 2 lights back here. I got so many lights that I don't even use, y'all. I've literally wasted so much money. And when it comes down to it, my setup now is so damn basic, it's ridiculous. So something else you guys will probably need when you're starting out is definitely something to see yourself in. So if you guys are going to buy like a camera, then I would definitely suggest getting one with like a flip out screen so you can see yourself. But if you don't want to, then you can definitely buy like an iPad. I have an iPad. I also have a laptop, and you can see yourself through that as well. So like, let's say you go and you buy a camera, it doesn't have flip out, but you need to be able to see yourself. You need to be able, Lord have mercy. You need to be able to see yourself, and I can easily look at my laptop and see myself. I used to have an iPad. Probably place your iPad somewhere you can see yourself. You need to be able to really see what it is you're doing, because you could look really, really good. Like I have a flip out screen too. But you could look really, really good in the flip out screen, but you look horrible on camera over here on your laptop. So just make sure that you guys are mindful of that as well. Like I said, it could be something as simple as your iPad or whatever. I actually used the screen monitoring before, like one for your computer. I also used my TV before. So I've used several different things. I told y'all this has been a journey for me. But I've used so many different things as just like a monitoring device. But even with the camera being as far as it is, I can't really see what I'm looking at. Like I kind of get like a vision. That might be me too, because I don't have no glasses and I definitely need glasses. Whatever the case may be, make sure you get something so that you can see yourself, okay? Okay, I have this Pop That Glitz palette from Car Beauty, I think. Who is this from? Yep, Car. It looks like this is a bunch of glitters and stuff like that. I think, I'm not really sure, like it's between the blue and the freaking green that's like calling my name. I don't know. I kind of want to do this one. I'm going to just dip my hand. And it's called In Your Eyes. It's the color that I'm using. And I'm going to just dip my hand in here and see what happens. I'm a little scared. I'm a little nervous. Let's see. I mean, it's not bad. Okay, so I just took a brush and just kind of went in and added the glitter with the brush. And yeah, here we are. Kind of like, I want it to like pop a little bit more. I'm just not really sure how to go about it. Alright, I'm gonna use my NARS primer on my skin. So just kind of go in and get all of this together. Okay. I'm trying to think like what else you guys need to know when it comes to really just, I don't know why I'm using this, y'all. Don't do this. I'm just trying to see what works. I don't know. But I'm trying to think what else you guys really need to know when it comes to making content. I think just starting is the thing that kind of gets most of us. It's like, how do you start? And you just start. I mean, I will say that when you're posting, it's a lot to it. It's kind of like Instagram. It's a numbers game. You do have to know exactly when to post, what time to post. It's a lot that goes into that. But once you build up your audience and the people who are watching your videos, then you'll start, like YouTube has this thing called like a YouTube studio, and you can go on there and it will tell you exactly what time your audience will be online, and you know, they'll be watching your stuff. So of course you want to post when your audience is going to be online. I can't really give you a lot of tips because your girl has not been consistent. But when I was consistent, I did see an influx in my income from YouTube by just making sure that I was posting at those certain times. And then also my views went up as well. So just know, kind of do a little bit of research on it. Okay, I'm going to be using my NARS as my foundation. I do use the new G.R.W.M. and I'm going to apply that. Like I said, I did try to use the Maybelline yesterday, and I was like, yeah, it just didn't give me what NARS gives me, and I'm sorry, just wasn't my thing. I would also make sure that you guys know YouTube is really based on like keywords and stuff like that, so make sure that you know which keywords to use, like search engines and stuff like that. A lot of people, when they search makeup, they search like certain terms, and you just have to know which ones, like play with it a little bit, because it does give you an option to add tags to your video. That is kind of like the hashtags. So kind of like how Instagram, people find you through hashtags, that's the same thing with YouTube. People are going to find you through the tags. So just make sure you guys are posting relevant tags as well. And then also just kind of giving yourself some grace, because none of this is going to happen overnight. You're not going to figure it out all overnight. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some trial. It's going to take some error. When I first started, I look back on the things that I posted and I'm like, oh, alright, you felt like that was cute. It's a lot going on, but I mean, I did what I did, you know? And it was some people rocking with me, and I appreciate y'all, because it was looking a little bit crazy. But yes, just being patient with yourself and just knowing you're not going to have it all figured out. And also knowing that some people like certain things. So people who like my stuff may not like somebody else's stuff. You know, like you just have to know your audience and really do it for your audience. I think a part of this as well is it's very time consuming. So it really, I'm trying to think of the right word to say. Your success is really going to be based on the amount of time and effort you put into this. That is going to determine how successful you are. Okay, I'm going to be using NARS Cream Concealer in the shade Walnut, I believe. And I'm going to use this. Did I watch that? Oh. I'm going to use this to apply my concealer to my face. Another thing that's going to help you guys like gain momentum and followers is just being consistent. I know that's something that I definitely lack on, but the more consistent you are and the more work you put into this, the greater the reward is going to be. I would definitely not get really consumed with not having a lot of followers or not having a lot of likes, because honestly most of the companies that I worked with in the past, they found me and I didn't have a lot of likes or a lot of followers, so I wouldn't get too consumed with that or feel like, oh my gosh, I don't have a lot of followers, nobody's gonna notice me. Just making sure that you guys use the right hashtags. I know I'm going on my chin, I told you I don't do that no more, but I am gonna try it today because I want like full glam. But yeah, just making sure that you guys don't really put too much pressure on yourself, okay? Somebody's going to find you. If a company is looking for you or looking for a specific brand of talent and you're within that realm, they're going to find you. I have this one, but I feel like this one is like, oh, it's just too wet. Like it just feels nasty. This is the Maybelline Glass Spray. I don't like this stuff, but we're going to use it today, whatever. And then I'm going to blend everything out. It just feels like the texture of it, I really don't know how to explain it, y'all. Like it just feels weird. I always felt like if I had one person who was with me in the beginning stages, like, and they were riding with me throughout, I was good. Like I didn't need a lot of people. I'm not a people person. I know that about myself, and I really do understand that I cannot, personally, I can't be like really famous or have a lot of people know me because, again, I'm not a people person. And so some of the things that I say, y'all probably be like, oh my gosh, Ari, you can't say stuff like that. And I'd have been saying stuff like that. So it's not it's not gonna work for me. So I've always felt good with just being kind of lower on the totem pole and not having a lot of people know me, because I feel like when you have more people, there's a greater responsibility that comes with that. And I know for me personally, I'm just not I'm not cut out for that. I'm not built for that. It's not my goal. It's not my dream in life. So I'm just not gonna do it. But if your goal is to have 1,000,001 people follow you and 1,000,000 people view you, then just know that it's gonna take some time to get to that level. And you're gonna have to basically have this as like a full-time job. Like I don't want to be sitting in front of a camera full-time. Like this gets kind of old kind of quick. Okay, I'm going to take some of this Catsina from Juvia's Place. It's a shade stick or whatever they call it. And I'm going to use this to contour. I'm just going to contour my face with that. And I'm kind of like blending it into the concealer to make sure there's like no harshness. But yeah, if I see people that want to be like super famous, I'm like, more power to you, baby. You have a lot of people who are going to scrutinize you. You have a lot of people who are going to be like always in your business. And I'm like, I'm private, okay? Like I don't like nobody in my business, as y'all can really see. I really don't share a lot. I mean, I'll share some shit that happened in the past. I'm like an open book. I ain't got nothing to hide. But I'm very private about shit that goes on in my life. I'm real and I accept what goes on, but I don't want nobody to be like, oh my goodness, we seen Ariana on a date with such and such. Like that ain't the type of life I'm trying to live. Okay, I'm gonna set one more time and then I'm going to actually set with my powder, but I'm gonna set with this again. I can't find my other one, Lord. I'm not doing a lot because I really don't like the way that makes my face feel. I don't know, it just feels weird. But I'm going to set my setting powder now. This is the Fenty Beauty, and it's in the shade Honey. And I'm going to use this to set everywhere that I highlighted. But if you guys are able to invest in a camera, definitely just get you one little softbox. I prefer softer light. If you guys like harsh light on your skin, then definitely feel free to take, you know, like the cover off of the softbox, and then it'll be harsher. But I prefer softer light. And you'll be in business, you know, like even if you just get an older camera. Like when I first started, I got my T3i from like a pawn shop. I actually went to a pawn shop and got it for like $100, I think. And yeah, we got on YouTube and we looked crazy and all of that shit, but we made it work. So now it's time for me to use my Laura Mercier hair, and I kind of alternate, y'all. I know y'all gonna be like, did you use a sponge last time? Yes, I kind of alternate between using a sponge and a brush. It just really depends on how I'm feeling that day. But I'm going to bake with this under my eye, and I'm gonna kind of drag this out too, just to create a little bit of dimension. Okay, so I've already done my eyes. My lashes are kind of bothering me, so I'm gonna hurry up because I want to get finished before my eyes start watering. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm gonna be using the LA Girl Perfect Precision Pencil. Y'all know I use this in every single video. It's my absolute favorite. It's in the shade dark brown, and I'm gonna line my lips with this. I'm gonna take a little bit of this. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Corrector. It's in the shade Brightener, and I use it as like a lipstick sometimes. Then I'm going to take my NYX Fortune Cookie to gloss this up. Okay, so now I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to pat all of this into my skin. And then we'll do our blush, and we are literally done. Just got to comb my hair. I did not contour my nose today, and I kind of like it. It's like a natural contour to it. Like I didn't go over it at all, and I like this better. All right guys, so here we are. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and that you learned something from it. If you take nothing else from this video, just get started on your YouTube channel. It can be hard, it can be difficult, but just get started. That is the only way that you're going to grow and really, I guess, create a channel that works for you. You know, get started, and comment below if you guys have any questions. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.